So, cover 2, huh? Nasir Adderley. Let's go.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
What y'all doing for the Super Bowl?
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Trying to see what the... what's going zones around here.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Step up, Hicks. Come on, Hicks, step up.
Expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Why they got these dudes here? Not winning the game.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's my fault there, man. That's terrible.
23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags.
There was no reason.
There
was no reason for that. Awful, man. No reason for that right there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains.
7 point.
Second down.
Oh my God! Pick the ball off.
It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Walk tight, walk tight. Tight in the forward. We got 4. We got 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with Ferguson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just get it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
There we go.
What is that? 19. Mike, 58, right there. At 31. Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
What is that? 19.
No, you stupid. No.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves?
Oh, man, what are we doing?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette.
Safety. Yes, sir. Good job, Melvin Anthony.
Down to the end zone. 2
Good
points.
job.
That's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Who?
Set. 19. 58. Come on. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jones shifts by him. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 4. Check 4.
On second down, it's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Just ignorant stuff. Should have went the other way.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
After one, our score, 9-3.
Set. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. 59. 58, the mark. Over. The mark. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's pick it up. Adam, go.
3rd and 2, Watson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yo. That man got him some chips, didn't he?
On first down, Ferguson.
Got him
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
but you're good now. Now you're good.
Develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
100% really.
On 2nd and 9, Watson.
I am 100% with it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
100%.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson.
Throw the ball.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Oh, man, wide open.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Win the rep, let's go, right here. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 50.
To throw is Watson. He's gonna let it go deep for the end zone.
Good catch, Metcalf.
Caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on
So what's the move for today?
Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh, too.
Turducken.
COD.
It's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden.
The
because
COD gonna be
everyone
about.
knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
Hey, but y'all add me as a 4 for Call of Duty.
We'll see if they can get the score.
I'm
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, every day.
They'll run with Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45
Get
at
off
the
the
44.
block.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And able to find Conley.
Why we got all this time?
To the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35.
They can all came together there in breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Chicago can't catch, save his soul, man.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, exit.
Throwing a Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I got it, dude. You standing right there. I give a jump ball to Conley. Interesting.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Conley,
Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will get him one closer.
16. Jaguars 10. Josh Nino to kick off for
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves on the field.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach are both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Hey, 31!
Out of the gun, Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Mike 58, right there. Come on, 4. Switch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's got the hook up with Conley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I got you. All right, easy. 59. Smooth.
On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Waller. Catching passes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
What's the run? They're running it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On first down, Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 48
Again, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch 54. Twist. 58. 58, Mike.
From the 50, it's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
He's checking. Crash. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go again to Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check it out,
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Motion, motion, motion. Let's go.
Watson now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
56, 58, come on.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is
Metcalf coming through again.
Cowboys.
Woo, boy, this is a dog fight.
With his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cowboys
I missed another field goal. Lord have mercy.
Extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Jesus Christ. I can't make a freaking field goal.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll check this one off to Fournette. A big gain there.
16 yards on the
bush. Lead to a 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm glad he got home.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
59!
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
We're set. 19. Here we go. Check. 954. Hey, we got to snap it.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Undercross. 59.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. But he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
Oh, my God. I'd have missed another field goal. Lord have mercy.
It's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Stafford. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A pass complete here to Conley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this.
He's got
jump, man, jump!
And he'll take this into the
I don't
end
get it,
zone.
man.
Now, hold on here. We do have a
Jump!
flag down.
Oh, crazy,
so let's
dude.
see what this is about.
What is this? This is Xavier Woods. Jump!
Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Middle. And we're going 37 to Mike.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Stafford. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb.
I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
50. Hey. 42. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Hey, watch that.
They snap it to Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back.
After the jump. Gotcha.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Going up top. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for fun. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Check. And middle.
One last throw here for Stanford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL Audio.